Okay, this is either going to go really, really good or really, really bad. I need to give you the backstory before we can actually determine how it's going to play out. Last night I was on Marketplace hunting for something, anything, just felt the need to buy something. And a Ram 1500 Gen 2 came up in my search. I search certain searches, you know how you do it. Dodge is one of my things, Dodge Ram, whatever's. Now it was really cheap, like probably 10 grand under market value for a Ram of this condition and age. Extra cab, really clean, reasonable Ks, just a really good looking truck, really, really cheap. And yeah, I just basically said he needed it out, had to go immediately. So I managed to get him first and get contact and spoke about it a little bit. Basically just said, I'll take it. Don't sell it. I'll be there. I'll come tonight if you want. He said, no, tomorrow night suits better. So I gave the guy a $500 deposit. Now, I've just finished work for the day and I'm about to head down and get this car. Only thing is, I don't know, it's got a real scam feel. Funny thing is, like, I'm just in the office now, just waiting. My brother's going to pick me up. He's got a tilt tray. So I got no other way of transporting such a big truck. The big thing is, like, it feels very scammy. I'd hate to get done. I guess if I lose $500 at the end of the day, it's not too bad. It's only $500. It's still $500. So I've transferred him a deposit. We've only spoken over Facebook Messenger. I haven't actually spoken to him on the phone. Haven't asked for any extra photos. When I first saw this come up last night, it's like freaking 10 o'clock at night. I actually sent a mate of mine a message and said, check this out, think it's a scam. And didn't think much of it. And then just went, you know what if it's not a scam? What if this is actually a legitimate ad? The dude just wants out of the truck and needs to move it on. So that's when I sent him a message and ended up giving him a deposit. So we're about to head down. My brother has a gigantic tilt tray. It's huge. It's probably tad overkill picking up a little Ram. The Ram does weigh 3 ton, and if I was to get a car trailer to carry it, it would have to be probably weighing a ton. So I need something to tow at least 4 ton. And this Ram doesn't actually go. Probably should have mentioned that at the start. It's cheap, but apparently starter motor's gone. It won't actually start. Apparently it was starting just fine, now it doesn't start. Anyways, we'll work out what that is. If this is real and this is legit, this is going to be a great night and I'm going to come home with a freaking Ram. If it's a scam, I guess I'm out $500 and I have the address of some random person's house who's going to get me to sort of knock on the door and they'll be like, nah man, never heard of it. So anyways, that's it. I'm nervous and excited all at the same time and I'm ready to rip and go do this thing. So I guess without further ado and too much talking, let's go see if this is a legitimate sale. So that's the turn. This is a very small street full of terrace houses. We are taking up the entire street, and that is a white Dodge Ram, and here is another car trying to use this street. I have to make this a very quick one to get this darn thing loaded. Unbelievable. This truck's way too big for this area.
But it's not really. Like, look at the size of the car on the back of it. Like,
Yeah. It's a very suburban street, isn't it?
yep.
A little rubber sign, gonna get it again. Did we pick a wheel?
Hey?
Is that a wheel being lifted? Like a glove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than that.
Video Corey taking the sticker off. gotta go. Paint's good. Except for there. I don't know what that is. Oh, hang on. It's hiding badness. It's alright. We got the big ram on the hoist. Now the ad said that it needed a starter motor. And this is what I found. I'll see if we can get this on the camera pretty good. If you look at the back, this is the positive lead that goes to the starter. And it's been arcing and nearly welded itself to the starter motor. I'll show you quickly the starter motor. So the starter sitting on the bench. If you look right here, well, I can get that. It's pretty much welded itself to the casing there, and I had to snap it off. I think what's happened here is the positive cable that bolts to here has obviously shorted out, and then it's built up a mad resistance inside the motor itself. I pulled all this apart, I cleaned the contacts in the back, I cleaned the commutator, brushes look really good. Everything inside looks good, everything works as it should, but it cranks incredibly slowly, like you can bar it faster. I think it's just burnt out inside here, it's just got too much resistance and it just won't start. Brand new battery, 800 cold cranking amps, 14.5 volts, like everything is in its favor to run or start or crank at least. And this is the problem. So I need to get another one of these. I'm going to try and con a friend over the weekend to let me borrow one of his, and I'll order one of these up for her. Alright, it is now Sunday. Look what I have. A broken starter motor. I got this one off Tim. Tim's got plenty of Mopar stuff. So here's my starter motor here. And look at that. If that ain't the same bloody starter motor. He bought this one for his big block, 440. And he put it in, and this piece here is not quite the right size. And it broke the snub nose piecey off where it locates. So I've got two options here. I either rob the motor, because if I just unbolt this motor, it'll bolt to mine and go straight in, which is probably the easiest option. Alternatively, we can undo the whole nose, because they're the same nose. I think I'm just going to rob the motor. It's the quickest and easiest option. Let's do that and see if it fits in the truck. I've got Ace here to help. What's going on, dude? So yeah, let's get her up in there. Right, so I ripped the motor off of this one, the one with the broken nose, and thrown it on my starter motor. That's all the motor really is, this bolt. So pretty simple to change over, 2 bolts. So let's go through this in the truck and see if it makes magic. So this has escalated somewhat, and I now have the oil filter out, which I've drained the oil. It doesn't run. Well, it did run, but now it doesn't run. I'm actually looking for an internal engine problem at this stage. So I'm going to cut my oil filter open here. I've drained the oil and there was nothing bad in the oil, which I'm actually a little bit surprised by. Just stab it somehow, I don't want to contaminate. And I'm going to cut this fellow open and have a look at the element, and then I'm going to go back and explain the last 3 hours that me and Ace put into this car and what led us to this. So I've got it cut open and there's nothing, no badness in there at all. Like debris free. I'm at a loss as to why this engine will not crank and run, or why it cranks so slowly. The oil's old, which is good. If I had new oil in there, I'd be way more concerned. Old oil tells me obviously it hasn't been changed in quite some time, which means I'm getting a true reading here. God, I've never seen so much oil come out of one small filter. It's phenomenal. But anyway, that is clean and clear, and the filter's good and the oil is good. So the search continues as to why this thing will not crank at speed. I'm going to explain everything I've done in just a second. I'll clean this mess up. Okay, a lot has happened, like a lot. And I've been just racing through it because, well, it's Sunday afternoon. I really just want to get this done. I didn't film a whole lot. Basically, got a new starter motor. Fit the new starter motor. Same issue. It cranks. It goes rrr, rrr, and that's about the most you get out of it. And then every now and again it's a mild speed increase. Put the new starter motor in there. Had the same issue. Ran a new positive cable just to eliminate. It's getting really bad voltage drop. Like it's going from 14 volts down to 8. I don't know why. Thought it was the windings in the starter motor. Wasn't that. New starter motor solved that issue. Hooked 2 batteries up. So battery plus battery on jumper leads. 2 batteries plus a jump pack. At this stage it cranked mildly quicker and fired up and ran beautifully for nearly a minute. and just sat there, it ran, and then it stopped, and then it wouldn't start again. But still the slow cranking thing. I pulled all the spark plugs out of it, and ran it without the plugs in it. It cranked lower, like slower than I would like, but still cranked pretty good with no plugs in it. Pull the plugs back in, it doesn't crank properly. Grab the battery out of the Navara, because I just drove that car. I know that battery's perfect, it's 800 cold cranking amps. Same problem, just real, like really struggling to crank. Pulled the air intake off. Thought maybe we had a blockage in the air intake and it just couldn't turn because it couldn't suck past. Air intake's perfectly fine, throttle body works beautifully. Drain the oil, check the oil. Was looking for a mechanical failure internally, can't find anything like that. Look down all the plug holes, not that I have a boroscope, we can see inside the plug holes and see the pistons. They look like old junky pistons. I have no idea why this thing won't crank properly. I've run new cables to it, I've made sure it's got the most going for it. I've bypassed the relay and just gone straight to the starter motor, full power, straight to the motor on the starter motor. Same cranking ability, nothing increases. So it's something in the engine is loading this starter motor up, which makes me believe it's got a spun bearing or something, but the old oil's got nothing bad in it. So, I don't know. Stay tuned. This is, I don't know. I've got nothing at this stage. I'm going to go home, have a good long think about it. We need oil and a new filter because I just took them off and cut the filter open. So I'm going to rip down there, get that now, that's going to sign the day off. So,
It's still leaking.
and it's still leaking. Yeah, there's still little drips in the oil. It's got no oil filter on it. Anyways, that's where I'm up to. Just stay with me. I'll work it out. It's probably got a dead motor. I had to get caught out sooner or later. Zip down to Super Cheap. Ace is spitting on our new oil filter. I just put it back filled with oil. We've dropped off the drive belt for the accessories drive on the front of the engine. So, I don't know. I'm just eliminating anything that could be a problem. There's our belt. Thing's like 3 miles long. We're going to try to start it one more time before we go home tonight. You are not going to believe it, but it runs! No!
That is so loud.
You just needed more charge in that battery. I don't know why it took that.
It
We
sounds so
do
good.
have the drive belt off as well. That may have been a contributing factor. Will it idle?
It is. Can we take it for a run?
I can't believe after all that it runs.
It runs after. Should we take it for a little run?
Oh my god. No, I don't want to take it for a run in case it doesn't start again. But Jesus, dude. That is insane. That's... Like, it's just idling now. That is after a full day of diagnosing everything. My god, has that been trying times. Easy, big guy. Look, and it runs freaking sweet. I cannot believe that. I've got no drive belt in the front right now. I'll have to put that back on. Oh my god, I'm excited. Go for it. Do that again. Alright, that's probably a little abrupt, but it was fun.
It's fun,
Well, that is gosh darn hard to believe. It runs. Damn it. We've spent, I got here at 1 o'clock. It's now 5:30. We spent the entire day trying to get this thing to run properly. And I can't tell you why it wouldn't start. Like, had a really bad cranking issue. I do have the drive belt off at the moment. I don't think that means anything. I've checked everything. The water pump is shot, but it rotates. All the other bits work, so all that's fine. Nonetheless, it runs. That's all I really care about. Because I was starting to believe that it had spun a bearing and that the engine was toast. So that was my real concern. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Easy with the screwdriver. Jesus.
Dad,
Destructive little critters.
can we undo the...
No, we cannot do that now. We have to go.
It's to open that back window.
I'm not done. No. There's a button for that. Anyway, it runs. So that's the main thing. I'm going to parts bomb the crap out of this thing during the week. I'm going to get some belts for it. I have to order a new water pump and a few other bits and pieces, fix the power steering leak. So that's this week. We're doing that. Let me give you a quick look at the truck because we haven't really done that yet. I'm going to turn some more lights on and I'll give you the walk around. So let's go to that. This is the new Ram. It's a 1996 Ram 1500. You can open the back for us, Ace. Boom. And it's freaking mint. We took all those bad stickers off the sides like you saw. They look terrible. Tub is 10 out of 10. I've got no complaints. Like, the age of this truck, for the tub to look that good, I am beyond stoked with that. It used to have a bit of a roller rack on it at some stage. It's a shame that's not on there still. You can see where the bolts were at the front.
What is it?
Would have been like a hard tourniquet, but would have been really cool. What is that chain there? Can you pull that chain out, Ace? It's like a chain for a dog. It's got a padlock on it. Ugh. Anyway, rear bumper, blah blah blah. There's a tail light. That sticker was hiding this. Not sure what this is. Just a bit of messed up paint. I don't know. There's no rust behind it, nor a dent, so I'm not sure. Anyways, moving along. Apparently it's a Laramie SLT. Don't know what that means because Laramies normally have leather and this doesn't. But with saying that, it does have absolutely mint grey velour, which I'm not even mad about. Like, the seats are freaking perfect. Look at that. Deadly. Yeah, it's got a center console fold down.
This is just glued in.
Dashboard's really nice. Oh, it came off. Rear seat is also in fantastic condition. I tore off the steering wheel cover because they bother me. I hate those things. Does have the sliding rear window too. Yeah, I tore it off.
Oh.
I hate those things.
I hate it.
Steering wheel looks way better without it.
I would get rid of this and get like a new leather one because this is like rips. Look.
Yeah, it's got a very small rip in the top. We can probably get another one. Anyway, that's the interior. Interior is really good. There's some details on the old girl.
There must be a GPS in here.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what it is. Yeah, like I say, electric windows go up and down. Oh, sorry. Everything's really good inside there. Engine bay wise, where's my torch that I've lost for the 15th time today? I have one of these bad boys. Where are we? Over here. Come on. Rah! Engine bay wise, it is also quite nice in here too. Still got the factory lining piece in there. Everything looks really nice. It really looks really good in here. I don't know. Other than that, we've got ourselves a 5.9 litre, I believe, petrol V8, which all seems quite good now that I've had it running. I'm very happy with it. So that is that. Air conditioning too. I've got the belt off at the moment. I didn't even get to check it. But anyway, that's that. I'll throw her up on the lift and I'll show you the underside. Okie dokie. Up in the air. Like, the thing is freaking mint. There's just no rust in it, barely a dent. It's got the stock rims with pretty much brand new tyres. Underbody is, you know, weathered, with good condition for its age. If you're wondering what the noise is, Ace keeps rolling around on this. Dude, it's too loud for the camera.
Yeah, but I like it.
Underneath is mint. No complaints whatsoever. We've got ourselves an automatic. I have no idea what these run. I know nothing about these trucks. Wish it was a Cummins, but it's not. But the bodywork is just fantastic. Like, there's nothing wrong with this truck anywhere that I can find it. There's our new starter motor, and the cause of most of my grief. Power steering leaks pretty badly. Brakes look pretty good. Chassis looks great. I'll paint all that up and make it look like brand new again. Diff looks good. Like, I've really got no problems. It's got a 3-inch system on it. As you heard, it sounds pretty good. Spare wheel, it's just all stock and sanitary underneath here, and I'm pretty gosh darn wrapped about it. Well, that is everything thus far on the Ram. It's going to go a lot faster than the F-Truck build. As you can see behind me, I got boxes of parts. I immediately jumped on to rockauto.com, started ordering some gear. So I've got stuff. And the bonnet's up right now. And I'm about to move on to the next part. So I guess there'll be another video coming soon of all the bits and pieces we're doing to the engine. And then whatever else I do, and we'll get it on the road. So, I don't know. Tune back in soon, I guess. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.